Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Football Manager 2018 playthrough with Mechelen, with me, your host, Luckymarine. Now we are at the stage where we're playing against, and we are at the top of this little championship group, mostly because the people behind us have squandered points against each other. There's been quite a few draws going on that has helped propel us. Probably, it's put us in a better position than I think we really should be in. Although we have been doing well. Let's have a look at our schedule. We did alright. I think I played the Mechelen. Straight away we drew against Ghent. We had a scrappy 1-0 win against Standard. Drezik with that goal. They ended up finishing the game on 10 men just because of injuries, I believe. I think Tomachuk, Tomachuk's been out for a week or so with an injury, which hasn't helped, but it's been alright. A little bit of a counter-attack. Wilson feeds nicely, and it's easy. Well, it should have been easier, but he took it just a little bit further away from the goal than he needed to. But that was it. A very scrappy game. I expected a lot more to happen from the 12 minutes onwards, but it just kind of fizzled out into nothing. They didn't play very well, but it's points that count. The Ghent was a kick in the balls. This was a kick in the balls. Zeet got us off to a cracking start. Not cracking start. I mean, we played the entirety of the first half and didn't get anything. So beginning 5 minutes into the second half, this happens. Zeke gets us off to a flyer, but it was their equaliser in the 90th plus 3 minutes. I was already celebrating. I was like, back-to-back wins. I am delighted with that. I don't know where this highlight's going. You still not? Right, okay, it might be coming from here. I was like, well, where's this? No, I don't know. Yeah, have I just started from the beginning? No, the goal's coming apparently. Sorry it's taking so long. Massive highlight. Long ball forward. He's got a habit of scoring important goals for us. And it was important because had he not scored that, then we would have been undone by this. Morris, of course, in goal because Guzman had a fractured wrist. I mean, we were all over them for long periods of time. 19 shots. Only 3 of them on target, fair enough. 2 clear-cut chances that we obviously didn't take. But this was a kick in the balls. Damn you, Morris. I blame you. I blame you. Right at the death. Still. Kept us ticking. It's still a point, if nothing else. Game against the Standard, I think I've already said that one. Yeah, Drazik got that goal. Then Antwerp. I expected more from Antwerp. Harry Wilson with a thundering effort into the bottom left-hand corner. I remember this well. On a rainy day. Was a nice goal. I enjoyed it. Take a bow, son. You don't save those. You damn right you don't save those. And then Evander. Just doing what Evander does, really. Right place, right time. That was poor. I've noticed that our corner taking stuffs, our corner routines, and brought Guzman back a little bit early after that fuck up by Morris. Anyway, yeah, our corner taking routines are leading to a lot more chances. Maybe not direct chances, but instead of being claimed, by the opposition or by the goalkeeper, we're managing to recycle the ball, and kind of the second phase is going in our favour. But yeah, Evander, right place, right time, ghosts into the 6-yard box. I think it was, who was it? Zeet, who was about to get his foot on it, but no. Evander, he had this shout from Evander, moved out of the way a little bit, and allowed Evander to fire it home. Now, this draw against Genk, Florentine popping up with the important goals. Evander, a pen, yeah. And let's have a look at how Zeet brought it back. He's been alright, Zeet. Again, he's we picked him up for nothing. He was originally worth just 50,000. I thought this lad had a little bit special about him. Not a little bit special. I thought this lad was alright. Good determination, fairly determined attitude, a nice work rate. Overall, a solid striker for us. We were lacking strikers at the time. I think we had Solar out with an injury, Rossi out with an injury, all the others out with injuries as well. And I compared him to Drazic. And they were very, very similar. So I was like, well, why is one worth... Well, Drazic was worth 3 million at the time. I don't know how that's jumped up quite so high. Yeah, but Florentine brought in for 50,000. Brought in for nothing. Originally worth 50,000. And now someone would have to pay at least $250,000 to take him off us. And then this against Mechelen, it was just... We knocked them for 6 very early on. Both similar goals, just passed all the way through the middle, very quick, sort of counter-attacking play, and Lille just beat his man across the defender. How you do? Yeah, get the ball across the defender so the defender's behind you, so he either brings you down for the penalty, narrowed the angle on the goal. He had a little bit more work to do, but still got the job done. I think the Evander goal was very similar. Can't remember off the top of my head. But it was a game where they had a lot of possession, but we just did a lot more with it. The third goal, yeah, Leo Drazic slips it through, Evander pirouettes, yeah, very similar, all the way down the middle. Exploit the gaps, suck the defenders in on one man and release the other. And this own goal, I thought it was Lucas that got this in. I thought it was the first goal, his first goal for the club, and he took it really well. Yeah, it was probably going wide and he got deflected in, so still you got to take the shot, haven't you? Got to take the chance. And that was it, 3-0 against Mechelen, who we have historically kind of struggled with. I say struggle, but yeah, we have struggled with them. And so to Ghent. Who do we play? Baron's out yet again for concussion. Shoes is out, so I'm going to swap. Rossi for Shoes. I think I'll keep the team that did well against in the last game. Yeah, this will do. We'll start Lucas. He's starting to develop. No, off that actual name. He's starting to develop ever so slowly. So yeah, I want to give him as much game time as we can, and that will do. Let's go. We do, yeah. It's a weird tactic. See it a lot in the Belgian league. So win, all the best out there tonight, have fun, good run, pick up where we left off last time was usually a good one. That'll do. That will do nicely. All our traffic cones are in ascendance. I don't know why they're all suddenly orange and smatterings of blue. I don't know where all the white shirts have gone. But that's alright. Maybe the white shirts are neutrals. Maybe the blue shirts are neutrals here. I don't know. There's a lot of terraces that we're not using. I would like a bigger stadium. I think if we had a bigger stadium, we'd generate a lot more money, but still. Anyway, Drazik with speculative effort. Wasn't good. What are our tactics? I think I brought you down into a false 9 position. You don't need to be there. Let's have you as bounce forward on attack and a poacher on attack. I think the game where I played Wilson. Yeah, the game where I played Wilson, I changed it in the tactics screen, and obviously when you change it in the tactics screen, it stays forever. And I've been meaning to change it back ever since. There's only Wilson that really operates well in that false 9 position, or has the skills, the relevant skills for a false 9. In my humble opinion. You offside? Yeah, you're offside. So 9 minutes gone. 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 yellow card. We have just the 1 yellow card. Who's that for? Who's picked that up? Lucas, is that you? No. The centre back. Nope, none of our defenders have got the yellow card, so nothing to worry about just yet. Look at that sea of traffic cones. Look at them. Millions of them. Thousands of them. And the special people with the seats. Wow, well done, Ritz. That was on target. Needed a save. We should have more people in. Well done, Guzman. We should have in these defensive set positions. You saw them both running back there. We should have 2 people up front now instead of just historically the 1. I don't know if I said it for the defensive corners. I might not say that for the defensive corners, but especially for free kicks. And yeah, I think it's just free kicks actually. There's various different headings for free kicks. There's the direct one. There's the semi-direct one. There's the wide one, the deep one, and you have to. There's no cut and paste, not that I can see. Of tactics, you have to set every single one of them. That was a good save. Well done, Gooseman. There's a reason why you're at the club. I can't see us losing him in the transfer window though. He already made overtures. Is that the word? No. He already made demands. No, not even demands. More musings for leaving the club for a bigger club, for a bigger club, probably one in European competition. So when the corner gets recycled, it does fall to Van got the yellow card. It does generally fall to a Mechelen player. Across the box. Lucas, are you going to hammer this in with your left foot? Hammered. Not in, but hammered. Struggled to keep possession. We'll be fine. Drazik out wide. Out wide to Lucas. First time across. Liked what he was trying to do. It was unfortunate. He was defended well. And Kanelik boots it long. I took my cat to the cat doctor today. It's had a high temperature, and so he got some antibiotics. So hopefully that's something him on the mend. Have to take him back on Monday, but we'll see. He's been mega under the weather. Usually you hear him in my videos. Usually he's trying to chew the microphone and shouting at me because it's food time and all sorts, but no, he's off his food, as in he hasn't eaten anything in 3 days. So hopefully this the antibiotics injection will get rid of the he's obviously fighting off an infection with the high temperature he's got. And yeah, not good. Almost not as good as Lucas being offside, but we have not exactly ripped up trees today. But then everybody in this stage of the competition is capable. Okay, everyone in this stage of the game of the competition is capable of winning against anybody else. I'm surprised that Anderlecht didn't make it in. Dig deep. I'm surprised Anderlecht didn't sneak into these kind of playoffs, but at the same time, if they did throw their last game, well done. That was brilliant. Lille is really getting to grips with that kind of role, playing off the last man. He's turned millions of offsides, and he's finally got the hang of just unlocking that offside trap. And he's got a lot better at finishing as well. Well done, Lille. Well done. There's a lot of potential with Lille. It's just we haven't been playing him quite so much. Probably should do. Should probably favour Lille over Wilson, even though Wilson is the more technically gifted player. At least Lille. At least Lille is our own, so we'll be developing our own. There's always that balance you have to strike between, well, do I develop someone else's player because it's going to be the best thing for the team, or do I concentrate on developing our own players at the cost of results? Now, with the case of Evander, he is one of the few people that can play in his position, and he is the heartbeat of our attacking play, and he's developed really well. If we can snaffle Evander, that's unlucky though. If we can snaffle Evander in a couple of months when his contract runs out and he goes back to his club, if we can get in there and just offer him a contract, he's got us as a favoured club now, so we might be able to, plus we'll be able to hopefully offer him some European football. It just depends on how much money you would want. We'll see. But yeah, Evander, definitely, if Drazic's worth 8.5 million, Evander's worth 10, easily. Understatement of the century. Cruz as well. Didn't realise that Cruz's contract runs out in a couple of months, as does our Italian centre-back, who has a great future in front of him. He's got all the stats in the right places. He's got good determination. He's got good personality. We might have to put a cheeky bid in for him. Not a bid. Just might have to offer him a contract. Vander to Ritz forward to Lille, who was onside. Out to Tomczak, who, again, standout player for us. Tomczak, especially on that side, not so much on this side. It's been a mixture of Elias. Riaris has been over here. Fucking hell, Lille. Pick that one out. That was brilliant. On his weaker foot. Top corner. You're not saving them. Again from a corner. Again from a corner. Since I changed how we take corners, we have been a threat. And we just hadn't been all the way through the season until then. But yeah, as I was saying, Elias, Lucas, Riaris on this side, they just haven't quite had the quality that Tomokaka's had on the other side. And the complete wing-back role that we're asking of our fullbacks is pivotal to how we play. They provide the width. And are you offside? Yeah. Not only are you offside, but you end up getting crunched. But yeah, they offer the width that spreads the defences just enough so that Evander and the two strikers, they kind of congregate in the middle, waiting for that cross. It's worked well. It's worked well. Lucas, the first time up front, is Lille on a hat-trick? Oh, come on. You could have fed Lille a hat-trick there. He was doing everything correct. He was doing everything right. Observe where that didn't need to go in first time, but oh wow, jiggled that in his hands a little bit. Yeah, he did everything right there. You observe where your strike partner's going and you peel off to the opposite post. Evander Drazic through the gap, needs to be dealt with because Lille was sniffing. He was sniffing. And let's start taking people off. Keeping Lille on. Let's bring on Azit for Drazic. Give him some game time. Let's put on Masaudi for our Italian, no, he's Belgian actually, our Belgian centre-back. I say Italian centre-back, he's from an Italian club. And I think I'll put on Dave for Filipovic. He can play in that position. Not quite anchorman though. Let's have you as... not a register. Roman playmaker. That will do. Let's see how you get on there. So, fairly even. We've just taken our chances. That second Lille goal came out of, well, it was a bit of a mess in the box. Came out of almost nothing. Lucas with a long ball in, back out from Cruz to Dave. Dave will try to get it into the box, into Ritz. It did open up for him, but he kind of scuffed his shot into the ground and the ball kind of just bobbled safely to the keeper. Cruz with a long ball forward, looking for Lille. They all know how to unlock this defence now. Lille's on the right wavelength. Again, their central defender must be shitting their pants. Ritz, ball forward to Lille, who's dropped back a little bit this time. That was unfortunate. Didn't quite get it through to Zeet. Well done, Masaudi. Well done. Trying to get his place back. From the young 18-year-old Belgian from Inter Milan. Day forward to Zeet, who I thought was offside. Maybe not. 82 minutes. They've got, what, 8 minutes? 8 minutes to score 2 goals. Let's not tempt fate just yet, however. I think this might be another 3 points, which might lift us safely out of reach. We still have, I think, 3 games to play, 3 or 4 games to play. But you've got to say that's pretty much done and dusted. 4 minutes. 4 minutes for 2 goals. I mean, yeah, we've scored 2 goals in 4 minutes, so I'll not count chickens just yet. Vitas with a good clearance away. I'd like Lille to get a hat-trick if he can. He deserves it. I think he's Costa Rican. Yeah, I think he's Costa Rican. So he always gets called up to the international squad, which is good for him. Good for his development, anyway. If you're a mid-sized club, go for the players that are from like Haiti, Costa Rica, and Cuba. You know, they're always going to get called up for the country, and they'll develop a lot quicker. Costa Rican? Yeah, it's right here. How are you in this squad? Are you a key member of it? Brian Oviedo. Got some decent people, actually. I'm surprised that he's made it into the Costa Rican squad. Who else have we got? Striking options. Joel Campbell. Marcus Uena. And then good old Lille. Right there. Needs work on his physicals though. Let's go with focusing on stamina. Let's focus on strength. There we go. Done. Anyway, what do we say? I'm very happy. I'm very happy with that. And let's survey where we are. So we won against Ghent. Playoff places Group A and B. The wins for Vassland, Beveren, and Eupen. We lost to Eupen. I think we lost twice. I think we drew against Eupen and we lost against Eupen in the actual league. Shows you anyone can beat anyone. So everyone's on 37. Played 37. We've opened up a 7-point gap. And how many games do we have to go? The 3. So we can still be caught. Standard, Antwerp and Genk. They are dangerous teams. And they are in and around us. Lille, yeah, I'm going to praise Lille there. He did brilliantly. Well done. Well done. So we're playing Standard, Genk, Antwerp. I'd have thought they'd have been a little higher than that. Oh, I'm Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for the last game of the season. I'll play this one. I will play Antwerp and we'll come back for Genk and we'll see where we are there. Finances. £8 million in debt. £8 million in debt. At least when we get our bonus at the end of the season. Hopefully we get a bonus at the end of the season. We won't have to pay tax. Because we made a loss. Oh well. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of the season. I wonder if they're going to fire us just because of our financial woes. It's gone from financially struggling. I've noticed when it's describing us, it goes from financially struggling Mechelen to cash-strapped Mechelen, and then and the last thing I saw it was penniless Mechelen. That's how the media describes us now. So I wonder if there's one below that, bankrupt Mechelen. We do now have assets. Who's our most valuable player? Tomczak, Drazex, Schufs, Ritz, Guzman, and Rossi. I think I said last time, someone comes in for Rossi at 5 million or so. I'd probably be happy with shipping him out. He's an influential player, but 31, and it is money in the bank. Anyway, until the very last game of the season, do take care.